Welcome to the Rosie and Roula show. Marhaba.
G'day. Oh, all right, Roula. This is great because I'm single and you're married, and I want to talk about marriage. Are you ready?
A lot of experience because I'm divorced and remarried.
This is perfect then. I've had no experience and you've done it twice over. So this is good. I used to think that I wanted to get married. Okay? Used to think I wanted to get married. But as I get older, I go, why? You think about, like, what does marriage even mean? I'm so confused. It's a contract, and you are saying, I'm going to be contractually bound to this person for life. I'm going to sign on the dotted line, and if for whatever reason I don't want to be with them, I'm breaking the law. Like, I can't do that. It's almost like you're giving unconditional consent, and I have issue with that. I just find it whack. I don't get it. However, I'm a very open-minded person. So tell me, why have you chosen to get married twice, and do you regret it? Maybe that's too personal. Why have you got married
we have
twice?
to make this episode light? No,
Well,
no, we had already fun episodes. We can get into something like this.
Something
All
meaty.
right. So the first time I got married, because in my culture, you can't go and live with someone without being married. And when I met my ex, he's in the Netherlands, I'm in Lebanon. He cannot come to Lebanon because he won't have a permit to work. And I cannot come to the Netherlands without being married because then this will mean it's the end of my relationship with my family.
Wow, yeah.
This is why I got married, because it was the right thing to do. This is how it's supposed to be. I found the man that I love, that I want to live with, and that's the solution. Get
That's
married.
what you do. Wow. And then that didn't work out, did it?
It didn't work out, and it doesn't have to do anything with the contract, with the marriage. It didn't work out because
Okay.
we did not grow together in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
But the contract of marriage made it so hard to focus on leaving each other, building a life separately, because it took so much time to get the divorce and it's good, it's regulated, especially when you have children or you have properties together. So this contract is important. There is another option. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It can be a life contract together, just for economical and financial reason. In the Netherlands, when a woman have children, they're all hers, unless the father register that he's officially their father. And we say voogdij, which is saying, if they don't fill in these forms, the kids are for the woman.
Wow. Okay.
I
I
also
don't
didn't
think it's
know
the
that.
same here. Yeah, wow. Okay.
So this contract of marriage can arrange things. The problem is when people leave each other in problematic, in big drama, it becomes like a rope around their neck.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, after I got divorced, I was like, I'm not gonna marry again. That was so much hassle to just finish this divorce, and why did I do it? And if you ask me, I don't believe that this marriage paper will keep us together. It's really only for practical matters. It doesn't, you can have a marriage party and wedding, etc., but you don't have to have the paper. It doesn't matter. We don't think about that.
Right.
In my culture, Lebanese culture, I used to worry if I keep living in Lebanon, and I'm not planning to marry any Lebanese guy because I don't think their mentality fits me. I was worried, like I can never be, because everybody will think that I'm just sleeping around, and I will have a bad reputation because I'm not married. Either they will make me like I'm so like zielig, the word in Dutch, zielig. pathetic that I don't have a man,
Mm,
or I'm a
oh,
whore that I have a lot of men and I'm
far
not married.
out.
I worried
Oh,
about that very much because I knew I might not marry in Lebanon. Anyway, getting back to our topic, why I decided to marry the second time. The second time, my husband and I, we knew this is a contract.
mm.
We're not married because oh, we want to stay together
That
forever.
was my next
No,
question. People think marriage is a very romantic thing. I
it kills
disagree.
romance.
Right. But continue. You and your husband knew that it's a contract.
It was COVID, and
Mm,
everybody was scared of dying in COVID time.
yeah.
So we thought, you know what? Let's go to the city hall, arrange this marriage because we have 3 kids
Mm,
and we don't have anything on paper. The other way could have been we go to the notary and we just write our wills. That's also possible. It doesn't have to be
true.
a marriage.
Right, right.
Um, but we were we were in a place where we're like, yeah, let's do it as a marriage. And we got
Hmm.
married.
So it was a practical thing.
Practical, but in both situations, I feel that that's so nice actually in a way that my partners, my male partners, I don't have female partners, but just people, my husbands, my ex and my actual husband, they
Uh-huh.
took it seriously. They wanted it. Because we asked women, do you want to marry? But men also have an opinion
What
on
about the
that.
men? Yeah. 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 This is true. I like your view on marriage. I really dislike the popular opinion that if you love somebody, the next step is marriage. Like, and it's
Put a
the
ring
man's
on it.
responsibility. Yeah. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Um, yeah, you can take that out. um, what was I saying? Yeah, it's on the man to propose. And if they've been together with a woman for a couple of years and they haven't proposed, they cop a lot of flack. It's like, well, come on. And then there's these shows. There's a show called The Ultimatum. It's a reality show. And people bring their partners on, and it's like, you either propose to me and we get married, or we are over. And I think, really? Like, Ruler, if your husband said, no, I don't want to get married, would you have left?
But he asked me.
True.
No, no.
Because,
As long as things are arranged, whether with a notary, that our kids have
yeah,
to
that you and your
know what
kids
to
are
do.
protected. Uh-huh.
Yes, and it's not
Yeah.
only about being separated. We could be going to a party in the car, have a car accident,
Right,
you
right.
know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
there are practical things we
Mm.
don't like to think about, but we should. And again,
Yes.
it could be at the notary. It doesn't have to be a marriage. And if
Right.
people want a marriage for the party, it's good to have I mean, we got married, but we don't have a party. And our kids, they're so like, they want us to have a party.
Oh,
No, um, yeah, it should be um, pressure free. But the cultures we
yeah.
live in, they determine how to do things. And we cannot
Pisses
tell
me
people
off.
not to get married if they are in a culture. The only way to live together in the same house is to get
Oh,
married. That's
yeah. It's
also,
complicated.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. That's really hard. Oh, I've
We're
got
lucky to
so.
say this, Rosie, because you live in
This is
Australia,
true.
I'm in the
Yeah,
Netherlands,
yeah.
and it's different from people in
It is.
Lebanon. They can't even divorce if things go really, really bad between them.
It's fucked.
And people think divorce is a bad thing, which is not
No,
in
exactly.
so many ways. In many ways, it is a bad thing. Another topic.
Hmm. Yep.
Am I making people feel like, what the heck? Does she want to marry? Does she want divorce? I'm
Ah,
confusing them. I'm
no,
confusing
I
people.
love your point of view, and I could just have such an in-depth episode on this. Maybe I need to bring you on my podcast because holy dooly, I think it's a big part of freedom. Because marriage is like this rite of passage. I've had people ask me, oh, you're going to find another partner, settle down, get married. I'm like, why? Why? Well, at the moment, no. Maybe in the future, but it's not a priority for me right now. And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that because we make people who haven't found a partner, who don't want a partner, we make them feel like they're pathetic alone, while they might be having the
Yeah.
life we want, the life that we married
Yeah,
people want.
true. Yeah,
And we're
just
not
jealous.
having.
Jealous bitches. Yeah. Oh, well, this was a more deep episode, but I think it was really important to talk about. So thank you for sharing all. It was really eye-opening for me. And I like your view on marriage. We can stay friends.
We guess, okay, let's see if our listeners like my view on marriage.
Oh,
That's the
God, we
dangerous
could get a
part.
lot of unsubscribes. Oh, dear.
Well, it's a podcast for opinionated people and also a podcast for people who like to listen to different perspectives. We're not
Yes,
telling anyone
exactly.
to follow what we're saying. On
Yeah,
the contrary, their opinion is important to us. And
totally.
this is the bottom line of the podcast. Thank you
We're
so
gonna
much,
get
Rosie,
married and
for having such
I've
lovely
forgotten the
questions.
words. Oh, you're welcome. Bye,
Love
everybody.
and
Let us know your thoughts.
marriage, love and marriage. Bye-bye.
I don't know who's worse at singing, me or you. Bye. If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Roula and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have to
going.
stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so
What I
much. See you
just
next time.
said.